we shall see now how we can make Muslims live together with non-Muslims in the same society without any reason or cause for hatred or conflict, which is very difficult, to tell you the truth, with what's going on in the world around us. Muslims do not come from a void. They have a civilization, they have a history, they have glories. And usually practicing Muslims are full of pride of their history, of their religion, of their practices, of their ethics. Non-practicing Muslims vary in their levels, but people who came to the West here are either practicing or non-practicing. Non-practicing usually are under a cultural shock, so you have no problems with them at all, because they are more royal than the royals, more Romans than the Romans. Some of them changed their names from Muhammad till Ed, from Mustafa till Stefan, and they like to become very Western, and they don't like to practice their religion or to show their real identity, that they belong to another society. They like to hide their real identity, their religion, because they are embarrassed. They feel they are embarrassed, mainly because of their ignorance of history. I'm sure your learned people here understand the contributions of Muslim civilization to the European Renaissance. You understand the accomplishments of Muslim scientists in every field: medicine, astronomy, geography, literature. And this is a common legacy between Muslims and non-Muslims. It is the civilization of the whole world together. And what contributed to the Muslim civilization, not only Arabs, non-Arabs, Indians, and others like Turks, and Muslims and non-Muslims also. And non-Muslims include Jewish writers, Jewish scientists, and Christian scientists, for example, physicians and specialists in other areas. This legacy together, ignorance of it, make people void, make people embarrassed. They come to the West here, they have no problem, they lose their identity. The problem with these, which does not appear now during this stage, is when they return to Islam, they become more fanatic. Their return to Islam, because their negligence or keeping away from Islam was so tough, when they return usually in these lands, they return being influenced only by what's going on in the media. While Muslims who came practicing already from the Islamic world, they were taught by the ulama. The ulama is an English word now. In the Oxford English Dictionary, it indicates those scholars who are specialists in Islamic studies, those who train imams, those who train preachers, ulama called. Now these ulama in our legacy are heirs of the prophets. And these are beautiful words of the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He says, "Al-ulama warathatul anbiya." The ulama are heirs of the prophets. And he says, of the prophets in general. In every tradition, there are ulama who inherited their own prophet. And in Islam, we have ulama who inherited this great prophet. These ulama are the ones who have been carrying on the message of Islam for 14 centuries. Before the establishment of any political so-called Islamic movement.